But we're not gonna record for 30 minutes, obviously. This is what you call conceitedness.
I'ma jump in it like this. I don't party with the kids. I get lit and I sit at the crib. You my baby, no beer.
Hey peeps, what's up? So I'm gonna try a new segment on my channel where every Friday we're gonna have a spiritual discussion, whether it has to do with God, the Bible, self-spirituality, or you know, whatever topic that we come up with you guys so that we can discuss with you guys. So me and T are natural like debaters. Like every time I say something, I feel like he says the opposite just so that he can debate with me, right?
No.
Yes.
Not really.
Yes, I feel like he says that because everything I says, he always agrees to the opposite. It's like just so he can debate.
No, it's more as
He's doing it now.
trying to have a clear mind or everything. I don't disagree on your belief or how you feel or what you think.
No, you do disagree. You just don't judge me on what I believe. You let me
I don't.
accept
That's
what
the
I
whole
believe.
point. You're not supposed to judge anybody on their belief.
And I don't want you to judge me, but I just feel like sometimes you believe the same thing I believe in, but then you do all this questioning and back and forth just
Yes, because
like,
I want to have a clear understanding. And I want you to understand what I'm trying to understand.
But I understand you, but I just be feeling like certain stuff that
you don't understand me if you're feeling like something. How can you understand me if you're feeling
Anyways,
like
let's get right into it because this is already a whole nother debate. So earlier we did have a discussion about how he was like, what is the purpose of us being here on earth? Because at the end of the day, if God knows who's going to heaven and if God knows who's not going to heaven, I don't know if there's a hell. I'm going to assume that there's one because the Bible says so, but who knows what hell really is. But he believed that hell is here on earth. I believe that the reason why we're put here is because God wants to get us to have a choice. Like, how does it sound if we're like, let's say if God never created earth and we're just like, hey, you know what, you're going to heaven, you don't belong here, you're going to hell, you're good, you're bad, you're a pastor, you're going to be a rapist. He's going to look at, like, we're probably going to look and be like, how you know I'm going to be a rapist? How you know I'm a murderer? Like, each person probably look like, you didn't even give us a chance. So how would you know? So I feel like him putting us here is to allow us to make our own choices so that we can see what we made ourselves become. That way we have no excuses at the end as to why, you know, we ended up where we ended up.
Okay, now as that being said, like you're right. You're absolutely right. But if you're my God, right?
Here we go.
Guys, we can say that. If you're my God, right?
Okay.
And Almighty, and He knows from past, present to future, right? And if He know past, present, and future, and
I mean, I'll contact with the people. He's talking to the people.
I know. I'm just trying to stable. You know, I'm trying to put them in sections. You know what I'm saying? But if He did that, like if He already knows, like what you're capable of, why put you on? Why let you suffer? Why put you on earth? For what? If He knows what you're capable of, why? I just need to know the reason. Why would He put you on earth if He knows
If He already knows.
If He already knows, why would He put you on earth? If He knows that you're gonna go to hell, what's the point?
All right, let's use our son, which is another example that I used earlier. Like Makai sometimes throw a little bit of tantrums where he's like getting very angry. He get frustrated when he can't do something right.
I wouldn't know. When he was born, when the idea came of him,
we didn't know that.
You,
however,
I didn't know he was gonna have a temper problem.
Okay, but however,
I didn't know that.
Okay,
that's not my job to know that. It's to find out.
Okay, but what I'm trying to explain to you, think about it like this. Like, if we look at him, we're like, oh, this boy got a bad anger. That means, you know what, when he grow up, he's going to join a gang, he's going to be a murderer, and he's just going to start fighting people every time he get angry.
We don't know that.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't know that.
We don't know that, but we not. But
let me finish. Let me finish. Now, let's say when Makai grew up, and he's like, yo, my whole life, I just been locked up. Why y'all locked me up like that? We're like, well, you had an anger problem, so we didn't want you to end up here. He's like, how did you know I was not going to end up here? How did you know I didn't have the opportunity to change? You know?
So that's
and we're like, no, we just know.
We're here to give an opportunity to change.
We're here to make our own choices.
Right.
That way, when the day of judgment does come,
right,
we have no excuses as to why we did what we did.
Okay.
We can't be like, oh, we didn't know. We can't be like, oh, we didn't get a chance to prove ourselves. You got the chance.
You got the chance.
And you just didn't do it.
Okay.
Imagine, like I said, it's like you just waking up in a jail cell. God already knew what you were going to do. But if you wake up in a jail cell and you're like, God, why am I here? well, I knew you were gonna be this type of person, so I didn't even give you the chance to even live. Like I already know what you're gonna do, so I locked you up. And you, not knowing who you're gonna be, you're like, but how do you know I was gonna be like that? How can you just make that type of assumption? And you always tell me, Alex, stop making assumptions. So God is trying to show you guys that he's not making assumptions. He's letting y'all live. So here you go, live. That way when the time comes, there's no reason for you to argue with him. You can't have no type of argumentative explanation about anything because you know what you did.
Okay, you're right. State that. You're right again.
Okay.
Now, the fact that you said about Makai. If he grows up, if we tell him he has bad anger problems and he becomes like a serial killer or he becomes, you know, whatever he wants to become in the future, that's gonna bring destruction to his environment, right? Now, how can I state this? Is it more as like we know, okay, we like you said, we put him in jail because he's gonna be put up because
his anger can get really serious to the point where he's ready to self-destruct.
But we're not God. We're not him. We're not the Most High Spirit. We're not him.
But what I'm
so we can't. I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about us. I'm telling you, think from Makai's perspective.
All right, I'm thinking from
Makai's perspective. We would have told.
I'm not thinking from Makai's perspective. I'm thinking from God's perspective.
I know, but listen.
I'm trying to understand from God's
perspective. Listen to what
I'm
saying. Understand from Makai's perspective, though. Makai would look at it and be like, "How do you know?" It's the same thing. Even though God is. So you think a person gonna tell God how do you know? Yes, we would. What do you mean?
We gonna tell him how do we know?
Imagine
even though if he says, "Yo," even though if we try to change in the whole 9 yards and the whole 9, if he already know. If you woke up in a jail cell and God put you there, you're going to look at him like, how you know I was going to do that? Even though he's God. Because imagine now, we have the word, we have the Bible in front of us now. And we still question that bitch. Even though it's God. Because it contradicts itself a lot.
Okay, but yeah. Wait, hold on. It contradicts itself. But what are the contradictions?
It's a lot.
Like what?
I can't give you
Give me one example.
I can't give you a lot of examples. I apologize.
One example that I can give is that God tells you that when you love somebody, like in 1 Corinthians 13, between 4 to 12, I think it is, it talks about what real love is. And it says love is not jealous. That's one of the things. But then God explains how if you go off and you worship somebody else or you do something that's outside his will, that he is a very jealous God. Like, I'm God. I'm God. Worship me. I'm a very jealous God. Like, I don't play about that. And that's a contradiction within itself, right or wrong. Yeah, that's a contradiction. Like, you can't tell me that love is not jealous, but you say you love me, but you're going to be jealous if I go off and worship someone else. Okay. Right? It is a contradiction. I don't even have an explanation. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even have an explanation. I look at it like this. Like, I really think of us as God's children. And God is God. So I think of it like this. So if it's the same way how if we are
God and God is.
It's the same way how Makai's probably 3. He doesn't go to school, but we're like, hey, your bedtime's at 9 o'clock, son, and we're up till 1 in the morning, and we don't got nothing to do the next day. He's like, so why do I have to go to bed at 9? Because we said so.
No, right? It's not more because
why is it? Why? Because there's really no reason. If he don't got nothing to do the next day, just as much as we don't.
The next
why
day,
does he have to go to sleep at night?
That's just us applying rules because we want to give him rules to just.
But it's the same thing with God. Hey, here's the rule: don't be jealous. I'm a jealous God, but it's different for you.
So the fact that you explain that, you think that makes sense?
Well, it does make sense because we do that with our kids. We tell them not to do stuff and we contradict, and we do exactly what we tell them not to do. But it's because they have a different understanding than us.
No, I'm talking about from the 9 o'clock from the bedtime.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in general, including the bedtime too. Okay. The fact that we're the adults and they're the child, we do stuff because they're the children. They have a different understanding from us.
But why? Why we do that? Why he can't stay up with us at 1 o'clock? From your perspective.
Me personally, I feel like a child needs to go to bed early because they're not like us. I'm a grown up. I'm grown. I grew enough. Listen. You didn't get a chance to explain myself. Listen, that's his problem, right? He'll never let you actually go through and say what you have to say. Like, you didn't even let me finish. I'm a grown up. I'm grown. I already grew. There's no more growing for me. As a child, they still have learning. They still got to grow. They still need their memory.
Wrong. You have a lot of growing to do. We all have growing to do.
Mentally and emotionally, yes. I'm talking about physically.
Same difference. Same thing.
No, we don't. After a certain age, you stop growing.
Of course.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Physically. Okay. Makai, he's not going to be that size for the rest of his life. Right. And in order to grow healthy and properly, he needs a lot of rest. Yeah, with me, I don't need that much rest. I'm
You
done.
do, to rejuvenate,
rejuvenate mentally, yes. But I'm talking about physically, no.
But that's a part of his rest too, though. That's the only way. That's the only way you can grow. Once you sleep, you rest.
That's what I'm saying. For him, it's a necessity because he's still a baby.
All right.
For me, I'm grown.
It's more important necessity. That's what it is. It's more of an important.
I can't even finish my
thing.
statement, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
For him, it's a necessity. He's a baby. He's still got so much more height and knowledge to gain. With me, I do have a lot of knowledge to gain. Height.
My knees ashy. And they black. Wow.
Body wise, I probably could get thicker, but taller, not really. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to do his bones, his height, his body, his brain is not even fully developed to the best of its capabilities. So he needs that rest.
You're right.
With us, we need it too because it'll help us function, but we can still wake up the next morning and still function. Maybe not to the best of our abilities, but we're still gonna function. We still have the knowledge, well, enough knowledge for the moment. We don't have, there's no such thing as enough knowledge,
and that's what you're trying to apply from God as us.
Yes, like with God, he knows way more than we knew. He has so much more wisdom. And he knows why he says what he says. At the end of the day, God knows it's almost going to be impossible for you to love somebody and not get jealous based off of certain actions that someone else.
Impossible.
Exactly. Someone else may do towards that person. But I think when he talks about jealousy, he means like the whole...
The moment you I remember I said think, the moment you think, you're wrong.
You're wrong. The moment you think, it's not about what you think, it's about what's written.
What's written and what you know.
Okay. Exactly. So, what I know from the verse that he says, I can't even say think, believe, nothing.
Nothing. You gotta...
Okay, what it says is that it's more of a controlling aspect. Like, it's not just to the point where you're like, oh, you can't go out because I'm afraid that you're going to go out and find another nigga.
So
like, you need to have more trust.
Individual?
Not like that, though.
Not like that. That's not like your
not where he
opinion.
tells you, hey, you can't go out into the world.
Let me get a drink.
I want some.
That's a nasty juice.
I know. That juice is disgusting, but it's healthy, guys. I think with his controlling is more as if he's trying to make us be good human beings. Like, don't kill, don't lie, don't murder, be honest. Like, you know, not in an aspect where it's like, no, you can't hang out with your friends. He don't tell us we can't have friends. Or where he's like, no, I don't like that dress on you, don't wear that.
In the biblical, wasn't we at war or something like that? Did we have a war
For what?
I don't know, I'm just asking. Was we ever in war?
In the Bible?
Yeah. Was there ever a war in the Bible?
I think it depends on what the definition of war is, because the only thing that I can consider a war is when he went, well, we had the Battle of Jericho, but I don't think that was a war. We was just walking around a building until it fell down. Not actually fighting. Well, I'm not gonna lie, there was war, because remember when David sent out his best friend to go fight in war while he's, smashed his wife and got her pregnant, and then had him killed. Niggas ain't, I'm gonna tell y'all, niggas ain't shit.
What God did to him?
God didn't kill the baby, but God told him the fact that you slept with her and that baby is out of sin and wedlock, it's not gonna live.
So he killed the baby.
God didn't kill the baby. That's the consequence of his actions. I hate when people do that. That's like saying I shot somebody. The police come. Thomas goes and calls the police, and I go to jail, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, oh, Thomas put me in jail. No, why did I kill that person? I put myself in jail. I should have never committed murder. You get me?
Excuse me.
So my actions are what caused me to get locked up. Because had I did nothing wrong, the police would have came and be like, why are you calling us for? What did she do? You get me? I wouldn't have gotten arrested. So there's just an example. But yeah.
So God ain't had nothing to do with that baby dying?
No, that was just the consequences of David's actions.
So that baby just died just because he needs to die? Because of consequences. So consequences killed the baby?
Yeah. His actions killed the baby.
His actions killed the baby?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the same way to how I use the thing with the rent with you. If we want to go splurge and party on rent, knowing that we don't have no business doing that, he slept with the woman knowing he had no business doing that. Then when rent come, we ain't got no money. When the baby come, he ain't got no baby.
Though. It takes two to mango.
It do take two to tango, but
no, it takes two to mango, not tango.
It takes two to mango. Okay, whatever. But the thing is, you don't think the woman, as you know, women feel for their child more than men. So yeah, David cried, he was depressed, but imagine how the lady felt. They don't talk about how she felt because
They don't.
Sorry. No, back then they probably stoned her ass to death because I ain't never hear about her after that.
I never hear about it. What about wasn't how you call it O2?
Who?
Saint? Was it not Saint? No.
Virgin Mary. Don't even do that because she was not
Virgin
whore.
Mary was a whore.
You talking about Mary Magdalene?
Yeah,
She was the whore of the community.
She was the whore of the community. And she still, and that's crazy. They come.
But she lived though.
She lived, but why she can't live?
Who? I don't know if the lady died. I'm just making assumptions, bro.
Oh, see?
I don't know. I was just making assumptions.
That's my Chinese, my Blackanese language.
Okay, and on that note, we're gonna
say something improper. And then we go right
Nigga, you speak improper all the time. But anyways,
what that supposed to mean?
we're gonna end the video.
No, we gonna go to the topic about speaking improper.
We're gonna talk about that next time.
No, we need to talk about it
The video
now.
is going on almost 20 minutes, my nigga, and we gotta cut it down to 10.
My guy, don't call me no more, no nigga. Listen, we gonna talk about this now. About people who are improper, they don't know how to speak correctly, and she says that people that have a slang are illiterate. That's what she's saying. So she's saying that people that's from the country.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button to be notified. Hit the bell button to be notified. And don't forget to tell a friend so they could tell a friend so they could tell a friend so they could tell another friend so that friend could come back and watch me. Until next time, peeps. Deuces.